How's it going, guys? Rhino here, and I'm bringing you a little bit of a rant to talk about the gender wage gap. Now, why am I talking about this? This is something that has been debunked tons of times, and I've even talked about it in videos that I've talked about, how it's a myth. So why am I talking about it? What does it matter? Well, I was just watching the Olympics with my mom. We were watching some track and field, and commercial break came on, and what do you know? A commercial comes on where there's a lady talking in the mirror, and I can't remember exactly what she says, but she's basically mimicking talking to her boss and saying, like, this guy has been working here only 2 years, implying that she's been working there longer, and he still makes more than her. And there was something, she's like, and I'm kind of a good leader or something like that. Didn't say it very confidently by any means. And then a woman comes out, because she's in the mirror, she's talking in like a women's restroom. A woman comes out, stands next to her, and she's like, do it, or go for it, or something like that. And then she walks away, and it's like, says something about working on closing the wage gap, something along those lines. And it disheartened me so much to see an Olympic commercial talking about this mythical wage gap. It's so painful to see something like that, because in order for that to happen, that means some big organization, because it costs a fuck ton of money to get one of those commercials, some big organization is buying into this bullshit. I think it was it might have been Always, which is a company that's well known for feminist propaganda videos, but this big organization, and they're literally now poisoning the minds of tons of people with this commercial. Yikes, that's terrifying. Why? What benefit is there to do this? Well, it's either dishonesty intentionally or inadvertently. They're either ignorant to the facts, even though the facts are out there, and there's tons of videos talking about the wage gap. I mean, even Christina Hoff Sommers has debunked it multiple times, and feminist economists have debunked it. So it's either complete ignorance, which I doubt is the case, because there's tons of people in the company. Someone would have had to have seen a video about the wage gap being a myth. So I highly doubt that they don't know about it. I think they are pandering. I honestly think they are pandering to what is coined as the regressive left now. They want to attract these feminists, because guess what a lot of feminists are? Women. Guess what always sells? Feminine care products. So I mean, I think that one was actually a deodorant commercial, so that one's kind of iffy still, but just in general, it's a company that's advertising to that targeted audience. So they're pandering to those people while at the same time causing some pretty serious harm. I mean, you're literally talking about a myth and acting as if it's true, which is scary. And I don't really know what can be done about something like this, because yeah, I can make a video like this where maybe, I don't know, 10, 15 people will see it at most. And so could The Amazing Atheist, so could Bearing, so could Shoe on Head, so could Sargon of Akkad, so could Milo Yiannopoulos, so could all these prominent anti-feminist or just logical thinkers. But it wouldn't do nearly as much as this commercial did. And it wouldn't have that same outreach. I wish I could contact Milo Yiannopoulos, Christina Hoff Sommers, just like all these big people in this genre of video, get them all together and say, hey guys, what if we all got together and tried to raise enough money to make our own commercial for some big event, probably way too late for the Olympics, but the Super Bowl or the World Series or something like that, some huge event that is televised, definitely across the country, but across the Western world at least, and run our own advertisement that is talking about the wage gap being a myth. whether it's just like directly stating it, like having Christina Hoff Sommers talk in front of a camera, or whether it's running a commercial like that where it's, you know, the flip side, where it's the male employee who rightfully is earning more than their female counterpart because they've worked there longer or have more experience or something along those lines, that's the reason why they're making more, and their female counterpart is now getting a promotion or a raise simply because of their gender to try to battle this supposed wage gap, which is completely unfair for the male. So I feel like I wish we could do that. There's no way in hell that would happen. I don't know. This was a rant. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to comment, rate, and subscribe. And as always, have a nice day.